Is on offense. Aaron Severson, the quarterback, to Mitch Kloss. It's a 5-yard touchdown strike, and
happened earlier when Lakeville North came there. Skippers are number 2 in the state. Eden Prairie defending its home field, the number 1 ranking. Tonka throws the first punch by throwing 4 at Mitch Kloss on the receiving end of 6.
Minnetonka's on the board. They botched the extra point, but Severson's the holder, and he finds William Clough in the back of the end zone, and it's 8-0. Cole Kramer, the quarterback, DJ Johnson, the receiver. But watch the defensive back, Nehemiah Montague. He will strip the ball at the 1-yard line. Great play. Stops the touchdown. Later, Eden Prairie ball. Johnson will bust free. 43-yard gain. Big run here. And it would set up a field goal attempt by their do-everything, Ontario Montero, and it hits the upright from 49 yards away. Wow. Later in the quarter, Solo Falanico, 18-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion, ties the game at 8 as he breaks some great tackles. Severson will elude the sack. He'll look downfield and find Klaus open for a 40-yard gain. Big play. Second quarter now, same drive. Adam Livingston from 1 yard out. Skippers up 15-8. Eagles answer. Montero punches it in from 2 yards out, and it's 15-all. Eagles up by 3 at the half, 18-15 then. Third quarter, Severson tipped. Caden Fay picked off DJ Johnson down to the 3-yard line, and a few plays later, Montero would score, and EP is up 25-15. Fourth quarter, Severson. It's intended for Daniel Vigor. It's tipped, and Livingston would catch it. Touchdown, Skippers, down 25-21. Ensuing kickoff. Did Johnson do everything tonight for EP or what? 40-yard, down to the 40, a 55-yard return for DJ Johnson. It sets up
the fourth. After Minnetonka made it a 25-21 game, Cole Kramer just barely gets it to Jack Tuttle for a 43-yard score.
Cole Kramer to Jack Tuttle as he eludes a sack. 47 yards. Wow. Eden Prairie wins tonight, 39-21 to go 7-0. First loss of the year for Minnetonka. What a football game tonight at EP.
They came out hustling, they came out hard, they came out fast, but we made a few mistakes early, but we just kept pounding. We just had to stick to our scheme, stick to what the coaching staff told us to do, so we just came out hard, came out tough. We came out victorious.
They're a good team, both sides of the ball. You know, they played hard, they played well. They were able to get us, give us turnovers, and that's what you don't want in the game. But, you know, overall, great game, football. So, yeah.
You know, Minnetonka presents a huge problem. They're an outstanding quarterback. And I thought our kids, as the game went on, started to feel the game more. And that's what that's what our kids do. But they made big plays too, big interceptions, big plays.
So a big win tonight for Eden Prairie, 39-21 the final. They go 7-0. They're at Edina on Wednesday night to close out the regular season. Big crowd at Northfield tonight. Lars Presterman throws it deep. It's caught by David Erke, and it would set up a field goal try for the Raiders, but watch what happens. It is blocked by Owatonna, so still no score. Second quarter, it's Abe Havelka to Justin Williamson. 20-yard TD pass for Owatonna. They're now up at this point 10-0. Back comes Northfield. Jim Vatito. This is a 49-yard touchdown run that made it 10-7, and Northfield rallies to win tonight to remain undefeated. Final score was 21-17 Raiders.
3-0 Owatonna late into the first half when this game finally gets its first touchdown. Jason Williamson scores for Owatonna with 12 seconds left in the half. They led it 10-0 at the break. Northfield answers on its opening drive of the third quarter. Jim Vatito rips one off. Long touchdown run cuts the deficit to 10-7. And in the fourth, they pull into the lead on a Lars Presterman QB sneak. 14-10 with 11 minutes left. Owatonna with an answer. Swing pass out to Noah Budick. He's got the edge. 17-14, Owatonna with 4:44 left. Now a last gasp for Northfield. They get the ball back down deep in their own territory with less than a minute to go and only one timeout left. They work the ball down the field. Then Presterman goes deep for Carter Hodap. He hauls in the 39-yard catch down at the 10. And on the next play, Presteman to Alex Rasmussen for the game-winning touchdown with 18 seconds left. What a final drive. Northfield pulls off a stunner, 21-17.
I mean, I have faith in all of my teammates out there, and the clock stops on first downs. We have great play callers as coaches. We just have faith in each other, and that's what gets us through everything.
This is a great win for our program, and that's a fantastic team we just beat. And what a great high school game. If you're a neutral fan, it was awesome, and for our fans, it was great. But it really was a great high school football game.
Second quarter, looking good by the way there. Evan Hall taking the handoff. He goes over the pile, crosses the goal line. Crimson up 14-love. Later in the quarter, Edina's Ryan Mayer with the perfect pass to Luke Glenn on the corner of the end zone. Edina within 7.
Edina fell behind Maple Grove early, then got on track. Where is the football? It's in the hands of Nick Azar. That's where it is, and he's gone. He's behind the defensive backs into the wide open. Hornets started to roll. Ryan Meyer, a quarterback sneak coming up for 6 more. Edina rallies, beats Maple Grove 28-17. As we mentioned, they'll finish the regular season against EP Wednesday night.
To rally the boys, he knows how big a game this is. Both teams a slow start in the first quarter, but the Eagles peck first in the second. Junior Zach Clausing takes the veer handoff up the gut, 72 yards. He's gone, touchdown. Eagles up 7-0. So a little shocky there at Bengal Stadium. Ensuing kickoff, you got Bynum Jr. and Sam Brown back to return. So common sense, kick it away from Byron Bynum Jr. But Sam Brown said, hey, you don't know about Sam Brown. He shows some serious speed and caps it off with his hurdle. Ooh, jumping over the Eagles, that ignited the crowd. Sam Brown going nuts. It also ignited Connor Melton to do Connor Melton things. He says, hey, Mikey, catch this. Mikey Gottschalk catches this 35-yard touchdown. Mikey's got 2 touchdowns in as many weeks, and the Bengals tie it up. Next possession, Eagles driving, but Peyton Schuler, the quarterback, throws a floater, and junior Jack Herring comes down with it. A huge play, keeping the game tied as it was Herring's second pick of the year. All right, last play of the half. Head coach Jeff Ferguson remaining confident with Schuler, throws a bomb. Isaac Richard catches it. The only thing the Bengals needed to do was not allow a touchdown. They trail 14-7 at the half, but they made adjustments, and Connor Melton fooled everybody. The QB keeper 15 yards right up the middle. Bengals missed the extra point, though, so they trailed by 1, 14-13. Bengals force a turnover from Totino-Grace, and in the first play on that drive, Sam Brown makes the Eagles pay up again. This time it's worth 6 points, 77 yards for Brown, and he didn't have to hurdle anyone this time, just a jump at the end for celebration. Fans going crazy, the place was rocking. Senior quarterback fed off that energy and rushed it into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the game. Connor Melton put the Bengals up 2 touchdowns, and the final drive, Tony Strand ends the game with this forced fumble, his 5th straight week causing a turnover, and the Blaine Bengals beat Totino-Grace for the first time in over 3 years, 28-16, and win on senior night. Connor Melton, not his best passing game, so that's why they adjusted to the option. And you could see those rushing yards, 11 carries, 88 rushes, 2 touchdowns.
Now get this, 4th down Lakers, Maxey, fake punt.
I like this.
Blake Ossendorf to Tanner Wormer's excursion. And the Lakers looking for their 3rd straight win. A play like that sure helps. It sets up a score, but you're gonna have to wait for it a little bit here, okay? So here it is.
Waiting.
Shaver. Is he in?
Who's got the ball?
There he is. Squeaking in for the touchdown. Guess what? That was it. Prior Lake wins on the road, 8-0. Both teams are now 4-3.
Coon Rapids has been competitive this season. Tonight at Armstrong, Falcon quarterback Jake Breitenbach hands it off, or does he? No, it's a keeper. He tucks it away and rambles the distance. Armstrong beats Coon Rapids 31-17.
Flashing with Armstrong tonight, both 4-2 on the year, 3rd quarter. Watch this catch. Cam Bauman, unbelievable in the back of the end zone. That might be a hot highlight this week, right? 24-14 Falcons. And give Jake Breitbach some credit. Great throw on that one, and a great effort right here. Rolling way out of the pocket. Guess who he finds? Bauman. Once again, this dude is tough to bring down. Here he is in for the touchdown. What a big season for Armstrong as they win 31-14.
Sherrod Capon, 20-yard TD run here for the Elks to put them up 16-14. Then Mitchell Stroh with a 5-yard keeper. He's the quarterback, put it on his hip, and then takes it in. 21-14. And then it's Stroh to Capon. This is a 25-yard TD pass. It's 32-14 Elk River. Carson Syke would bring Andover back. 5-yard TD run to make it 32-20. And then Adam Nelson for the Elks will bust it. It's a 61-yard touchdown. This game was an absolute shootout. 69-54 Elk River. Undefeated Mound. St. Croix undefeated, so this is a really good matchup, at least on paper. Darrell Bratton takes it in, touchdown, and it's 7-0 St. Croix. Then Jonathan Leisner hands off to Mike Stern, and watch Mike Stern. He just does it. 71 yards on the touchdown run to put the Crusaders up 14-0, and they would not look back against Mound Westonka tonight. James Chinorski would take this one 40 yards for the score, and you see the final. St. Croix Lutheran now 7-0.
Raiders finding back-to-back impressive performances, but Daniel Lyons looking to change that. Finds Fidel Paramo, nifty move right there, and he will score. Bears cut Cretin's lead to 28-14, but later in the third, Danny Callahan under pressure still gets the pass off. Jalen Newton going to the ground for the grab. Then later in the drive, Callahan connects with Peter Yadoibach. Touchdown makes it 35-14 Cretin, which proves to be the final. Hosting Moundsview, Alex Relling rumbles in for a 1-yard touchdown, 7-zip Mustangs. But the Raiders would rally back. Second quarter, Luke Bouchard drops back to pass. Check out this throw. Right on the money to Victor Yang. 39-yard touchdown, ties things at 7. And Bouchard was not done. This time with a beautiful play-action pass. Zach Andrade all alone for the score as Roseville wins 28-14.
Minneapolis Southwest was not a very good guest, though. Lakers quarterback J.Z. Brown's really fun to watch. Small, quick, really nice arm, great hands there, and a perfect pass to Cam Sullivan. 30 yards for the score. Washburn tried to keep pace, trailing by 8 in the second half. These kids know each other, play in the same area. Nice game, but Levi Wilson causes the fumble right there. Southwest recovers to set up another touchdown. This touchdown is going to be by their big one, Devin Joyce. Lakers pull away, winning 21-6. They improve to 3-4.
Minneapolis North just keeps rolling. Today they welcomed a team from St. Paul's in Como Park and made a statement. Armand Dalton to Taylor Johnson. He's behind the safeties and he's in the end zone. Polar power all day. Kia Porter by ground. They are a juggernaut on offense. North over Como Park 42-22.
Armand Dalton, the quarterback. Taylor Johnson, the receiver. And it's 6-0 in favor of the Polars. Dalton would do it again.
Little Tyler
dodging
right
some defenders, yeah. And it's Kayon Porter on this for the touchdown to make it 12-0.
5-1 Como Park visiting 6-0 Minneapolis North. The Polars get on the board first. Armand Dalton deep over the middle to Taylor Johnson. He's gone to make it 6-0 North. Como rallies. Robert Adams looking for Lumen Johnson for the touchdown, and they would take a 16-12 lead. But Minneapolis North surged big time from there. The Polars won it 42-22.
In the first quarter, Darnell King untouched for a 2-yard score, 6-0 Humboldt. But here comes the Centaurs. Davia Gabor, just a monster game, connects with a wide open Junior Kai right here, 19-yard touchdown. BC up 7-6. Then later in the first, Gabor with a dart to Charles Wiley, who takes it 24 yards for a touchdown. A little Cam Newton selly right there to go with it. Then in the second quarter, Gabor going deep for Rashawn Douglas. He would score 3 times tonight. This one a 66-yard touchdown. Gabor throws 5 on the game as the Centaurs win 39-12. Hosting St. Louis Park tonight, 4th down. Nate Chamberlain puts a stop to SLP's drive. This one a defensive battle tonight. Fourth quarter, Brandon White dropping back, and he is picked off by Peyton Morrison as the Orioles pull off the big win, 16-13 the final.
Big win for them. Cooper, North St. Paul. Cooper, what? I like this little razzle-dazzle here, and Cameron Crisp scores for the North St. Paul club to make it 7-0 over unbeaten Cooper at this point, but back comes Cooper. Nasir Borden would score. They missed the extra point, so it was 7-6, and then Cameron King, the quarterback, with a 35-yard touchdown strike. Cooper wins. They host Irondale on Wednesday night. They're now 7-0. Taking on Hill Murray. A nice pass deflection here. When we got there, it was 15-14. and that's how it ended. 15-14 was the final in favor of South St. Paul.
Over in Orono, Spartans facing Gilo South. Second quarter, Deshaun Frazier finds Jamison battle. He comes down with the jump ball in the end zone. Touchdown puts the Islanders up 14-6, but Orono goes on to score 46 unanswered as they win 52-14.
In case you forgot, it was Rogers who upset Elk River last week. First quarter, Royals up 3-0 with the Magic threatening. But Ethan Bosacker underthrows his receiver and it's picked off by John Torresani. That would be crucial because 3 plays later, Cole Larson rolls to his left, stops and goes the other way, hitting Eli Soberg in stride. Soberg outraces 2 defenders to the end zone, 88 yards in the score, 10-zip Rogers. The Royals defense would come up huge again in the second quarter. With first and goal from the 5, they stop the Magic for a 1-yard loss. Second goal, Rogers stops Monticello for a 2-yard loss. The Magic were denied again on third down and then missed a field goal. They also lost in heartbreaking fashion as the Royals scored with 32 seconds left to win 32-27.
At home, opposing sidelines, stands number 8 in 2A, Painesville. And Pierce doing what they do best early, run the ball. Reese Kastner takes it to the end zone from 16 yards out. Pioneers up 7-0. And second quarter, this drive a short one. Casper again takes it 75 yards to the house for the score. His second of the game, the only play of the drive, puts the Pioneers up 21-0 early in the second. They just look like a well-oiled machine tonight. Just kept pumping out touchdown after touchdown. This one from Carson Holes from 2 yards out. All Piers in this one, a dominating win, 42-6. Hosting Sartell St. Stephen, opening drive for the visitors. Jack's defense makes a play in the backfield, a little gang tackle there. That'll end up in a big loss. And later in the drive, they come up huge. Ball is loose, Bemidji jumps on it to take over possession. Then later in the corner, they punch it in. Who's shooting this? Yep, there's the ball. Kelvin Foss on the reverse. Makes a few guys miss, and he's gone to the house for 6. Jacks get the offense going and pick up their third win of the year, 34-14. Brainerd on the road tonight at 4th-ranked Moorhead, and the visiting Warriors came out ready to play. Charlie Gertz tumbles in from a few yards out to get them on the board. Then later, go to Gertz again, squirts through the hole, and he'll find Pater. Brainerd with the lead, and to pull off an upset, you need a big defensive play, and Tristan Richard gives it to him. The big pass breakup, and how about those Warriors? The upset on the road, 35-28. Second quarter, Eskimos already up a score. Brendan Duran finds Brandon Mateen. He fights his way in for the score, 14-0 the home team. Then opening play, second half, Mateen gets the reverse and takes the kickoff all the way to the house for 6. All Esco in this one, 33-0.